the ANC Youth League's newly elected top leadership with their very first ever media briefing, as they have outlined some of their thoughts about how they're going to work moving forward. That includes getting their autonomy back. They believe they've reclaimed their autonomy. They have the spirit of reorganizing the economy to benefit the majority. They speak of delivering economic freedom, whereas the country has enjoyed political freedom but not economic freedom. We speak now to political commentator Lukhanyo Vangqa about what we just heard in terms of the plans of the so-called young lions of the ANC. Lukhanyo, thank you very much for your time this afternoon. You walk away from that briefing and you would characterize the ideology of the ANC Youth League as what?
Good afternoon. Thank you for inviting me, and afternoon to those that are joining us on the platform. It seems that we have a new ANC Youth League that moves away from the previous leadership that was there, that believed in a set of concepts like white monopoly capital, that believed in radical economic transformation. This ANC Youth League doesn't believe in those things, as you would have heard the Secretary General newly elected there mentioning that they don't believe that white monopoly capital exists. So you have a new ANC Youth League that speaks more to the dominant narrative inside of the ANC, which is led by the Cyril Ramaphosa faction that's in charge there, that they don't believe in white monopoly capital. They don't believe in radical economic transformation. I think those sentiments are there. But something that I think I could pick up from that as well is the mistaken submission by the president that responding to a question about the demographics of the newly elected NEC, saying that the ANC is a non-racial organization, not a multiracial organization. Therefore, even if the leadership doesn't reflect the demographics of the country, that's all good and well. I don't think that's the proper response to that. The ANC mother body itself was faced with that question when it emerged from the Nasrec conference, when that elected leadership, their democratic processes were not reflecting the demographics of the country. That's why they went on to co-opt other people into that NEC so that it could more adequately reflect the demographics of the country. And I think the president of the ANC Youth League missed an opportunity to speak to those mechanisms that they can put in place to ensure that more women are put into the leadership of the ANC, that more people from the other racial groups form part of the leadership collective of the ANC Youth League, so that you have a diversity of views, a diversity of backgrounds, and therefore you have this sort of coalescence of different perspectives that shape the way forward in a more inclusive manner for the ANC Youth League. I think it missed an opportunity to address that more adequately.
Lukhanyo, unfortunately, that's all the time we could afford this afternoon. Political commentator Lukhanyo Vangqa, thank you very much for your time.